Hello friends, today we are going to start our geography first lesson of class 8th. The chapter's name is resources. So let us start our chapter. Topics we are going to study in this chapter are resource, types of resources, conserving resources. So let us start. First of all, we are going to study about resource. Water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable and textbook have something in common. Not only these examples are there are many other examples such as air, car, bus, train, aeroplane, etc. They are something in common and they have all been used by you. So they have utility. Utility or usability is what makes an object or a substance a resource. Means one thing in resource is utility. First of all, we get about utility. And things become resources only when they have a value. Means the second thing is value. First is utility and the second thing is value. Its use or utility gives it a value. All resources have some value. So you know that if anything is resource, then it should have utility and value. Value means worth, and value, the meaning of value is worth. And some resources have economic value, some do not. Means some of the things have economic value and some do not have. For example, there is an example that metals may have an economic value, a beautiful landscape may not. Means metals means silver, iron, gold, these things. So metals may have a economic value, but a beautiful landscape may not. But both are important and satisfy human needs. So more things you know about that resource are: one thing should be utilized, should be valuable and should have worth. Then only it is resource, or else it is not. Okay? So, but both are important and satisfy human needs. Means both are very very important because metals are used for making many things such as your tools, yes, and many other things. And one more thing I want to tell you that a beautiful landscape is also very useful because many of the people want a beautiful landscape or land to live around or to go on picnic and other things we do on the landscape. So now let us move ahead. Some resources can become economically valuable with time. Time and technology are two important factors that can change substances into resources. So one more thing, the time can change a resource into a valuable economical value. And economical valuable with time, some resources can be changed. And two more things you get to know, that time and technology are also important to be into a resource. So means if anything is resource, then you should know that it is utility, it has utility, it is valuable, it has worth, and time and technology is also used in it. So both are related to the needs of the people. So you know that time and technology are very needed to people, and people themselves are the most important resources, and peoples are valuable, have utility and have worth, and they have time and technology both. So people are what? They are resources, most important resources they are. It is their ideas, knowledge, inventions and discoveries that lead to the creation of the more resources. That means that people are very important resources. Why? Because they have their ideas, they have knowledge, they have invented many things, and they have made many discoveries. And these discoveries and inventions and knowledge and ideas are leading to the new creation of more resources. I want to tell you that. And the technology to create hydroelectricity has turned electric energy in fast flowing water into an important resource. So I want to tell you that hydroelectricity is made from what? It is made from water, and water has made it very important resource. Water is a very much important resource because it is used to make hydroelectricity. So it is the most important water is very important for our life. Yes, so it is the important resource. It is very important resource for us. So now let us move ahead. We have talked about resource. Now these are some of the common things we use in our daily life. Means these are some common resources. You can see water, electricity, vegetable, auto rickshaw, and textbook. You can see. So now let us move ahead. You can see that there is more economic value of this metal, but not of this beautiful landscape. Why? Because these are much usable and these have much economic value. Am I right? So let us move ahead. Types of resources. So I want to tell you that there are mainly 3 types of resources. First of all, there is natural resource, and second one is human made resource, and third one is human resource. So first of all, we will talk about natural resource. What are natural resources? Do you know? So I want to tell you that natural resources are the material which are gifted by nature, and we use them as resources in our day to day life, and that is mining, petroleum excavation, fishing, hunting, forestry are generally considered as natural resource industries. These are known as just natural resource industries. But the real natural resource example in next slide we will tell. But first of all, I want to tell you about or explain about natural resource. Natural resources are the resources which are God gifted, or you can say that nature gifted, such as in next slide we are going to we are going to take examples of the natural resources. So these resources we use in our day to day life. So such as we come on the examples of natural resources. Our natural resource, one of them is sun. The second one is forest. Third is rock. The fourth one you can see here are minerals. Fifth one is animals. Animals are God gifted. Am I right? Air, oil, water, soil. Everything means mainly those natural resources that are God gifted. Those I have told you. Am I right? Yes. So let us move ahead. Types of natural resources. So we have taken resources in which we are in natural resources. In natural resources there are 2 types. One is renewable and the second is non-renewable. So first of all we will talk about renewable resources. Renewable resources are the resources which can be renewed or replenished quickly. Some of these are unlimited, such as solar and wind energy. So I want to tell you that renewable resources can be renewed, means reused, or can be used again and again, and can be changed into anything else. Such as the wind energy is changed into electricity, and the solar energy is also changed into electricity, and these 2 are unlimited in our life on our earth. So now we come on non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are which can't be renewed or replenished, and then they have a limited stock, means they are limited, and some these are coal, petroleum and natural gas. So I want to tell you that non-renewable resources are the resources which are not unlimited. they are only and only limited, and they can't be again used, because you can see that there is coal and it can't be used again. It comes into the pollution and it makes very much pollution, and it is not again used also. Now we come on the petroleum. Is also not used again, because it also comes out in the form of carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide, you can know that it is only used by plants, not by human beings. And you can see natural gas is also going to, that are very less and limited, and they are going to extend, and there is very less energy left of these, that coal, petroleum, and those minerals are found on earth are limited only, not unlimited. I want to tell you, only just air and water is also not that much unlimited, but it is also limited. But air is unlimited on earth, and that air and sunlight or solar energy is unlimited. Now we come on, what are human made resources? Now I want to tell you that we have completed natural resources, and now we are on human made resources. So the resources which are not made by nature, which are not given by nature, but are made by human beings, those are called as man-made resources. So I want to tell you that those resources which are not given by nature or by God, and those are not naturally made, those are man-made resources. Okay, so let us get some of the examples of human-made resources. So everything in your surrounding is human made. In your room, everything is human made. But if there is plant, it is not human made, it is natural. So you can see here, it is a fan, there is a bulb, a parachute, a motorcycle, train, mobile phone, and that book, and house, and buildings, and that bullet train, anything such as train or bullet train, a jet, a aeroplane, a car, and a bed. These all things are future made. I'm so sorry, but I have no images of this present, so I have used of this future things. This fan is futuristic, this bulb also, not this parachute, not this motorcycle, this train also on the 4th number, this mobile phone also, this book also, and house also, these buildings are also, this train is not that much, and this jet, it is not mainly jet, it is an aircraft, and you can see there is airplane I have written, it is also futuristic. This car is also, and this the circle, I think it is not egg. I want to tell you that it is a bedroom. I want to tell you. Thank you, friends. Now we have completed our human made resource. Now we are on the human resources. So people can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have knowledge, skill, and technology to do so. That is why human are special resources and people are human resources. So in this thing, that is that people have made themselves or created something by themselves without anything using of the nature, and that is knowledge, skill, and technology. They have done it, and that is why you can say that human are the special resources of the nature, and people are the human resources, I want to tell you. And here are some of the human resources examples: leadership, recreating, performance, training, research, skill, employ, and potential. You can see over here there is research, performance, then there is leadership, here is recruiting, then there is training, then there is potential, and after that employ, then at last there is skill. These are some of the things which are some of the human resources. conserving of human resources, or resources you can say. This is the main topic in this chapter. Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. So this thing is that you can use the resources very carefully and you can give them time, means they take time to be renewed, so you should give them time to renew, and so this is known as resource conservation. And balancing the need to use resource and also conserve them for the future is called sustainable development. So I want to tell you that the balance of the need of the use of the resource and also the conserving of the resource for the future is known as sustainable development. And there are many ways to conserve resource. Each person can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling and reusing things. So every person can contribute over there by reducing and by consumption of and recycling and refusing the things. And then there is ultimately it makes a difference because all lives are linked to each other, and ultimately it will make a difference because every people is linked to other. Am I right? So let us move ahead. The future of our planet and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. Therefore, it is our duty to ensure that. So I want to tell you that this future of our planet is Earth. You can know about it, and its people are also linked with their own ability, and if they maintain and preserve the life support system that nature has provided us, then our Earth will be good and our future. So there are some duties to ensure that all uses of renewable are sustainable, means all uses of the renewable resources are sustainable, and the diversity of life on the earth is conserved, and means you know that the diversity of our life on the earth must be conserved, and the damage of natural environmental system is minimized. Means there should be very less and less natural environment system damage of natural environmental system, because if there is no natural environmental system, then there would be no life, because natural resources are also trees, water and air, and if there is no tree, no air or no water, then life is not on earth. So there should be very less and less natural damage of environment. So there are some glossaries in this chapter. I want to tell you, first of all, there is patent. It means the exclusive right over an idea or invention. Then there is technology. It is the application of latest knowledge and skill in doing or making things. And then there is stick of resource. It is the amount of resources available for use. Sustainable development, then there is carefully utilizing resources so that besides meeting the requirements of the present, also takes care of the future generations. So this was a presentation by Ashutosh. Thank you and have a nice day, my friends.